This is a HeadGum original.
In 1977, NASA sent 2 solid gold records into space so that aliens might find them and understand life on Earth.
I send greetings on behalf of the people of our planet and friendly wishes to all who may encounter this Voyager.
Now, we're making new records with our friends.
We step out of our solar system into the universe seeking only peace and friendship. We know full well that our planet and all its inhabitants are but a small part of this immense universe that surrounds us.
Hello from the children of planet Earth.
And in other ways, welcome Bark.
Well, and in many ways, welcome Bark.
And if we can be so bold, welcome Bark.
And to speak boldly in the political space and in the cultural space, it's giving welcome Bark. People want to get rid of welcome Bark, Shelby.
And if I could just interject there, it'd be really one person wants to get rid of welcome Bark and felt empowered to sort of say that to us, to our internet faces.
Can I say something that I think is empowering?
You could do your best, but right now, honestly, if I could be so bold, your internet's breaking out.
Yours internet is breaking out. My internet's normal. I have a normal internet. You have a bad internet. No, this is not good. This is not good.
No, if I learned anything from our Instagram Live, it is your internet that's breaking up and mine is perfect.
The files will save crystal clear on your comps. Yeah, but the only issue is
that's true.
Shelby, we're talking over each other, so it's hard to get a rhythm because I can't. You're all choppy. You're both all choppy for me. Which is
yeah, so if we're both choppy, you do have to sort of think it's you, right?
I'm not really interested in who it is necessarily. I'm just trying to figure out how I would do something about it. Shelby, who said names? Who said they want to get rid of welcome Bark?
I will have to look, but I think we'll have to bleep it out, right?
Yeah, probably. I kind of no, I don't actually care about their name. I actually kind of agree with them because when we have guests on that aren't close friends, welcome Bark does get really scary to me, I will say. Do you ever get a little scared?
Yes, but it has only ever been funny.
Yeah, but don't you feel...
You have to follow the fear. Caleb, when I was studying comedy in Chicago, Illinois, something God. I was taught that I think you could take a lot out of, I think you could really hang your hat on, is to follow the fear and good things will happen. When I was studying improvisational comedy in Chicago, Illinois, the Harvard of improv, they said follow the fear. And that is something that I think you could really grow from.
Right. I do. I strive to learn from you every day, but sometimes there is a barrier for me. Sometimes there is a barrier for me in learning from you.
And that's the fear. And that's the fear. That's the fear.
No, I don't think it's fear. I think it's that you come across insane and insane and weak, which is that's a crazy combo, you can admit.
Yeah, but in a way, something to take home to mama, something to learn about. Take home to mama.
Something to take home to mama is that I'm psychotic and weak. Take that home to mama. Throw that on the grill. Fry that up, honey.
Yeah, Mama needs to know.
Take that to me, Ma, and Papa's house.
Why not bring it to Mama?
I'm crazy and weak. What are you even talking about?
Mama?
What are you talking about? Take it to Mama.
What do you mean?
My mama? Your mama? Who do you think would win in a fight between our moms? Who do you think would win in a fight between our moms?
Oh my God.
I have an
See,
answer.
the thing
in my
is
head.
both of them. Well, I think you think your mom.
No.
And I get that. You think it's my mom.
I think it's Jillian.
I was thinking. I really think both of them have the ability to win, and it's all about desire with them.
Yeah, I think they both.
I think they are evenly matched, and I think it comes down to desire.
I think that out of the two of them, your
Take
mom would
that
win.
home to
I
mama.
think she has. Take that home to mama. Go tell your mom that your friend's mom could beat her ass. Take that home to mama. I want the listeners to know that somebody on the recording has bad Wi-Fi right now. Now, we don't know who. We can't prove if it's me or Shelby
We'll never know who.
Katie.
We'll never
We don't
know.
know. We don't know who has bad Wi-Fi, but what we know is that I am getting and I want to get the number right here, 27-second delay between when I speak and when Shelby speaks. So if you're watching this episode on YouTube or you're listening to it on wherever you listen to Spotify's, we're available. Spotify's. If you're listening to it wherever you listen to podcasts, you just need to know that Shelby and I are working through something intense, and this is our first episode back after the break. So.
And I think if you hadn't noticed, besides us saying it a few times, the thing about the internet, what I would say is, aren't you guys impressed with how well we're playing it off?
Oh, I hope my video turns out fine though, because I look really hot right now. I have a really good lighting and I have just a little bit of stubble, not too much, but just enough. And I just got a haircut.
In my heart of hearts, I hope that my video is a little grainy. I could look better.
Yeah.
I could have better everything.
Yeah. Well, your lighting is
the
not
lighting's
doing
weird.
you any favor. Yep. Mm-hmm. And so.
Yeah, I have shadows going sort of wherever they want.
They're not predictable. And they're not predictable. Shelby.
No, there's a shadow here and here. How? Tell me how light works.
Take that home to mama.
Take that. Take that home up to mama. Let her investigate that.
Ow! I got a calf cramp while I was laughing. Ow! Oh! I've been trying to play tennis.
Oh, Caleb, it does.
I've been trying to play tennis.
Wait, you've been trying to play tennis and you haven't asked me to come play?
I can't play with you anymore. You're mean to me about it. Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Last time
what was I mean to you about tennis?
Last time we played, you got mad at me. You were mean to me because I can only do shots with shots that have a bottom spin on them. I can only hit the ball with bottom spin.
No, you can do two shots. You have two types of shots.
Oh God, it hurts.
You have close to the net, backspins into the net, sprint in, and then you have hit it as far as you can, run out as distant as you can, sprint, and it's really what it ends up being is suicides to the net and back.
Yeah, I'm not good at tennis, so
no. That's where you have mistaken yourself. You could be very good at tennis. You are bad at rallying. You are good at tennis.
Well, and now I got the calf problem, so I just don't know where my career is going to take me. But,
there's been actually some crazy stuff happening in the tennis world this past week and a half. So
yeah, one of the big guys got
I don't know that
deported.
It's necessary to talk about it, but it's but then it turned out that he had COVID, tested positive, lied about it, broke his quarantine, and then Australia was like, yeah, so we didn't really want him to play.
King, we have got to stop
King
letting the
about that
government
on
keep us down. King, no more quarantines. Get out there. Everybody get out there. No.
Caleb, I've been wondering, actually, because we were living together at the time, where were you on January 6th?
January 6th, I was on the East Coast with friends. And that's all I'm going to say about it. No. I wasn't at the Capitol doing anything. I was being normal in LA. So, but you have to admit it. It would have been kind of fun to be at the Capitol on January 6th. Not do it I think it would have been funny. Those people are crazy. It would
I
have been
don't
funny
know.
to
I
watch
think
them.
personally, and I think for both of us, a lot of them would have a lot of vitriol for a lot of the identities of which we hold.
Because you're short and I'm fat.
Exactly.
Okay. Shelby, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit? Shelby, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about the break and where we are with the podcast? Because we got a lot. Something that concerns me is that we got a lot of messages saying the podcast is over. Oh no, the podcast is over. You guys are never coming back. Never even once did we hint towards that. So I want you to talk to the listeners a little bit about those fears, if you don't mind. Go ahead, Queen.
First thing that I'll say is one specific listener saw us say we are returning on the 21st and took the opportunity to say, is it the final episode? What I'll say is this is not the final episode.
Yeah, it makes no sense that we would come back after a long break.
A little bit weird of us to take an extended break, come back for 1 hour.
Tell public lies. To be like, we're coming back with a brand new format. We're doing video for one last ride. No, this is not the last episode.
We want you guys to see us as it were for an hour. And then
Shelby, do you think that gay people should be able to vote?
No. I think bi people should be able to vote though.
And you think bi people exist, just so I'm clear.
I'm not positive.
You can't say that. You can't say that. Bi people are the most offended people on earth. When conservatives talk,
I get to say that. I think bi.
I don't think you are, babe. And that's on me knowing you.
But can you explain that? Because let's talk about it. We have a lot of the similar taste in guys, and I'm dating a woman. What else would I be?
I think you are a lesbian who likes sports, and you get confused. You'll be like, oh, this football player, he put up so many yards this game. He's so hot, and I think you just respect his talent.
Some of our favorite male athletes that we have talked about are bad at their sport.
Name them.
It would be impossible for it to be. David Njoku, bad at football.
Not true.
Third string tight end.
Yeah, well, he's still in the NFL, baby. That doesn't make you bad at football. Come on, sweetheart. Take that home to mama.
Take that home to mama. But no, I am bi. For everyone that's wondering, in the live, someone was like, "Wait, Shelby dates girls?" And I was like, "Do you listen to the podcast? We talk about my sexuality a lot."
So, the podcast was actually a major turning point in your sexuality because we had to decide what we were going to say about it.
Yeah, episode one, I was pretty much confronted about it, and then I said, "Yee."
Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
I said,
I can come out as something if that would make you feel better.
Being broadcast, huh? What are you going to come out as, Republican?
No, I don't make enough money for that yet. Probably in the next year or two. No, I'll come out as I'll come out as I'm vegan.
Babe, be realistic.
Do you have to be something if you say you're coming out as it?
I mean, so that's actually a really complicated question. I think in the Hollywood sense, no. I think it could very much just be publicity.
I'm vegan.
But in like the friend to friend sense, like, yeah, I would want you to be it. Be about it. You know what I mean? I want you to be about it.
I want you to be about it for once. Why don't you try? All I see from you is this. Talk, dude, talk with the hand. Talk. All I see is you doing this.
Talk. I want you to have kale with a side of spinach.
I did find a salad that I really love. And that might surprise you, Shelby.
Is it the salad you told me that you had the day that we got dinner and you were like, I can't have another salad. I just had a salad.
Oh my God! Sorry.
Bless you.
I have COVID. No, I don't. Yes. So the salad that I've fallen in love with is, and we'll have to bleep this, of course, because No free clout for the girlies.
No free clout for the girlies.
But salad from, if you add extra go ahead. Speak on it, Shelby.
Keep going.
Speak on it.
No. I want to respond to you once I hear your full order.
I was just going to say, you get that bad boy, and then you add a little bit of extra apple, you add some red onion, and you add a little bit of extra chicken for me, which of course wouldn't speak to you. I'm vegan. But yeah, some people might add extra chicken as well. And then you just go to town. You shake that bad boy up and you get in there.
What I will say is this.
Speak.
Which, it fucks it up on a salad. They know exactly what they're doing with salads. And
yes.
I don't want to pay the premium on a salad. I don't want to pay a lot of money for a salad, but they make it worth it.
Queen. You're preaching right now, Queen.
And that's
Queen,
why
absolutely preaching.
In 2024
No. You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare run for office. You are old enough though, aren't you?
Run
You're
for
35.
office?
What'd you say?
No.
You're 35. 39, looking fine, like a bottle of wine.
No, I'm 14 for real.
Oh,
I'm 14 for real.
I hate that. I'm for real. To be honest with y'all, no cap. I'm 14.
Literally, I'm 14.
I'm 14, and that's on period. White people, I will say, obviously we're kidding because we're really cool and, normal. White people who earnestly use AAVE have got to stop. What do they do? It sounds so foreign.
It does. It is the same as like when someone tries to order in Spanish. Do you know what I mean? Like it sounds very similar to when someone
like when you are.
I want a margarita. You're like, okay, cool it.
Hi. You go to a Mexican restaurant with a white person and they're like, hi, could I? Oh my God, hi. Sorry, I'm gonna have just a water with lemon, and then could I get the tortas? It's like, what are you doing, bitch? Quit. Stop.
Yes, I want the fajitas, and then you're like, oh.
That was problematic, Shelby. I know you thought it was satire, but that was problematic. What's happening? No, it does need to stop.
As
it's
well.
Not good.
You think
White people actually.
It was more problematic for me than for you.
Yeah, there's just something about your delivery that was giving problematic. I have a very astute and precise sort of political edge, that made mine, I think, feel different. And that you could take that home to mama.
Mama has got to hear that.
I cannot explain, and I want to keep bringing it up during the episode because it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want on here. I cannot explain how jarring the video problem is. Yeah, I can't imagine that this video turns out well. What do you mean?
No, I think the video will, because I think in the system it is fine. It's for
I look hot
it is a
on my
struggle
screen.
for us to overcome.
Yeah,
and I think that's what gets taken. Katie's nodding. I
look hot on my screen. I look good.
So
I could get a boyfriend from this
video
episode.
Will be fine. I think the problem for me, in theory, about the video being actually good is that no one will know the struggle that we had. Nobody will know. Everyone will think it was as easy as it looks, and it almost never is.
This is the problem with getting great at something. We're at the point now that we are legitimately great at podcasting. There's almost no one that can do it like us. I think I would put maybe maybe Brene Brown and Joe Rogan. I would say, yeah, they maybe are in our atmosphere. But we are in such an advanced tier of podcasting that it does often look easy what we do. Oh, they just get on there and they, fuck around. That's not the case. We're actually doing something that many, many, many people could not.
Some people run marathons, and I get that. That takes training. some people free solo in the Yosemite. For Caleb and I, that doesn't appeal to us. We could do that. Both of us could do that really easily, actually. What we choose to do is this. Talk to each other over Zoom.
Yes.
And record those conversations as fodder for you. And that's our Kilimanjaro. That's our...
Yes.
What do they climb in free solo? I keep trying to think.
Everest.
No.
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes. The ones, this is something I'm just thinking of on the spot.
Caleb.
The ones who see things differently.
Caleb,
this is my
Did you
own
Google
quote.
this? Did you look this up?
They're not, no, this is something I'm saying on the spot. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect. They have no respect for the status quo, I think. This is something I'm just thinking of right now. Like, you can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do, Shelby, is ignore them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they change things. They push the human race forward, Shelby Wolstein. That's how you can tell I'm coming up with it. And while some see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because, and this is probably the most important part that I'm about to come up with, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world through podcasting on the HeadGum Network are the ones who do. Does that make sense, what I just said?
Yeah. No, I think it does. I think it makes a lot of... I really thank you for sort of... I don't know, opening up your heart in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think...
Do you feel okay? Like, I know that was probably a lot of, like, emotional... Yeah, I hope that music swells under you during that speech, if it could. But
yeah, I think
I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need a second?
You asked if I was okay. I'm not okay. When I think about how good we are at this, it actually works me up. I'm crying because there just so many people live. I would say 99% of people go through their whole life without ever finding their thing. And we were so lucky to find podcasting. It just makes me cry. It makes me cry.
I want to say I'm not okay. I'm just good at pretending I am.
Oh, you paint on that smile every morning and lie to the world, huh, girl?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I've seen it a million times. It's always the ones you think you don't have to worry about. Robin Williams.
Check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends.
And write a check for your strong friends as well. Take them to dinner.
Exactly. God, please, finally, someone pay your strong friends.
Take them to...
Okay, thank you. It's good.
Shelby.
What's up?
What is the craziest place that you have ever been to?
What?
For the records. I was just thinking about travel. Hold on, I'll explain. I was thinking about travel, and I was thinking about how travel can really change a person's life. Because you and I, we've seen the world, right? And now here we are. We have millions and millions of listeners on this podcast who come to us for advice and help understand the culture. And I think that travel has really informed us. So I'm wondering, what is the craziest place you've ever been to? Shelby.
Sometimes the craziest place is sitting right in front of you the whole time. I have no idea.
What?
I don't know. I can't think of a single place that's crazy, so I said some shit.
Mine's Gatlinburg,
What's the craziest
Tennessee.
place you've ever been to? Where?
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Gatlinburg. Why do I know Gatlinburg?
It's in the Smoky Mountains, darling.
Why do I feel like I have been there?
You haven't been there. I can tell. You're not the kind of person who would do well in Gatlinburg.
Well, it would... Okay.
You have a very city demeanor. You have a very big city demeanor. Gatlinburg's a place for simple folks.
I'm from Ohio, babe.
What part?
I mean, technically, Chagrin Falls.
And where would people say that is? The Clee.
The CLE. The land.
The land.
Welcome to the land.
I don't ever want
Yeah,
that
the
to happen
Cavaliers are
again.
coming calling. The Cavaliers are coming calling. They're asking me to do some stuff.
I hope what they ask you to do is go to jail, because that was out of line.
I almost spit out my water, and I had the wherewithal to say this is a video episode, and I cannot be embarrassed like that. And I worked my way out of it, which was hard. It's not easy to be me.
Is it not?
Easy being me? No, it's not.
Yeah, you have to sit around all day. You have to sit around all day. Think up things to post on the internet. Go shopping. Eat hot chips.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, wait. Nobody's talking about how hard it is for me to get up the courage to post a TikTok.
It's so... Posting on the internet is so demeaning. No matter what you're posting. It's just like, oh, here's my thoughts. Oh, awesome. Thanks. So embarrassing.
The distance with the time it took for me to get a TikTok almost has set the expectation that it's got to be a banger. And
Sure.
And now I have the account, told people to follow it. Having a hard time thinking of something to post. So
Now, you know that I avoided TikTok for a long time.
yeah.
But I recently have just leaned into it because I don't know. I don't really know why I'm doing it. I don't know why I post anything. I don't really know why I do anything. I just sort of float through life, and sometimes I come up with an idea. I'm an artist,
I think one of the funniest things right now in this conversation is you playing it off like you just do stuff when you're one of the most calculated people I know.
I don't know. I just float through this world, and if something strikes me, as an artist, I pick up my brush and I paint.
Meanwhile, Caleb is taking some string to a board, thinking about what could happen with TikTok if he gets one and it goes.
Red string, absolute serial killer vibes.
It's crazy
everything
that serial killers and the people that catch them both use red string. Ever thought about that?
I never thought about it that way. I do want to say, though, everything I post online is ultimately about getting a husband. And it might not seem like that sometimes. It might seem like, oh, he wants a career in comedy, or, he wants to post a funny video. No, everything I post online is about eventually finding a husband, and it is not going well, my friends. It's going bad. I'm single. I'm very single, and the people who hit me up are weird on the internet.
This all will get bleeped, not cut, bleeped, long beep.
No free clout for my dating life.
This will all get long beeped. Didn't you have a crush recently? Is that gone? This is getting long beeped. And this is when the beep ends. So just know that the beep was from then till now.
Yeah, I do have a crush right now, which is such an embarrassment. I'm sort of racing towards 30. I turned 27 this month, and I'm on a bullet train to 30. And to have to
it's crazy
say
how
out
much
loud,
older than me you are.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, girlfriend?
Oh, age and time and how much more of it you've had than me.
You are literally older than me to the point that we shouldn't even be hanging out, probably.
Caleb says when he was like 6 years old, he was hanging out explicit with 6-year-old women. He's like, we shouldn't even be hanging out with our 1-year age difference.
They shouldn't have been hanging out with me. It was weird that they were confiding in me. I had to grow up quick, but they did. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? I want to go to the ads. Let's go to the ad break. Let's throw to the ad break, honey. It's giving advertisements.
It's giving advertisements. It's giving paid clout for the girlies.
It's giving corporate sponsorship for the corporate girls.
Let's go, girls. Shania Twain wrote that about ads. Yes.
Welcome, Bark.
Welcome, Bark. Caleb, would you like to give us a bark?
What about you?
That was good.
Yeah.
This is okay. Different kind of bark. Different kind of dog.
I was so moved by that because in that moment you were playing a dog, but something that truly great performers do, that you did just now in that performance, was you brought so much of your lived experience to that dog, and I felt that in such a way. It made me scared. It made me happy. It made me horny. It made me sad.
Speak on that, the horny piece.
I want to fuck you. In dog form. I want to hook up.
Yeah. No, yeah.
No. We can't cross that boundary.
Yeah, no, people don't know. I don't want to tell people how to interpret my art, but I was as that dog character. And I think you got this from what you were saying. I think you really fully grasped this. But
yeah, depressed.
I was not just depressed, but I was really crying out for something specific. Like I was really asking for something.
A cure to
depression. And I don't want to tell people what the situation was and all that, but I think
probably medication and therapy.
People keenly aware of the artistic world and who have sort of an eye for good art. They're really gonna understand exactly what I was sort of asking for, needing, wanting as the dog in that character.
Right. Shelby, let me ask you this: What do you think? And it's so inspiring to talk to a young artist like you, who has come so far but has so far to go. What do you think your what do you think your role as an artist is in society? Tell me that.
Well, I think any good artist has quite a few, and so I think for me, it starts with sort of opening eyes, waking sleeping brains, waking sleeping giants, really, like people who are just sort of sleepwalking through life. I want to wake them up. And I think that is a big goal of mine, is to, bring the world a little bit more life. I think a lot of creatives will say that they want to bring joy to the world. That's not always true. Yeah. If I'm playing a sad character such as the dog, I want people to feel sadness. I don't want only joy from my art. Maybe joy in the act of feeling in such a powerful way, but yeah, I think I just want to wake people up and let them see the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think in a very, very similar vein, my role as an artist in this world is to package and commodify my queerness in a way that pleases corporations and challenges nobody. And I think that the more that benefits monetarily, the more successful my art is. Does that make sense?
Speak more on that as it pertains to the, and again, we'll bleep this out.
So I did use, I got paid a lot of money to do that. And I did use my queerness. I really brought my queerness to that project, and it was, it's never coming out. They're never putting it out, but I got paid regardless. And I think that is a form of grifting, and grifting is so inherent to queerness because of trauma. Most queer people had to become grifters in order to survive. And so to grift is to be queer. And to be grifted is inherently then a tent pole of straightness, right? So when I am grifting and not allowing myself to be grifted, I am doing the radical act of being openly
queer. Yeah.
Yes.
Which, by the way, and I hope that this was, I hope that you already had taken this away before I even said it, but I want to say thank you for that.
Well, I want to say you're welcome. Not just to you, but to little queer kids everywhere. Yeah, I really want to say you're welcome.
Hey, do you want to ever look at these things that people submitted, or should I just sort of pretend like we never asked?
Was it all deleted? What was the question that we asked? You posted it.
No, I was add, delete, additions, delete.
Yeah, let's get into that. You got any ones that really spoke to you? These are so listeners. If you follow us on Instagram, you are royalty to us, and if you don't, you are absolutely dirt beneath our toes. Please get over there and throw a follow. And Shelby asked a question, which was, what would you add or delete to the records?
And one of these does speak to me, if only because I don't know what it means. And I think I'm sort of making myself look like a loser by admitting that. Okay. What is, and pardon my naivete, what is Thrussy?
So, Thrussy is part of a really troubling trend in the queer community where people make up words that are disgusting. And Thrussy refers to the throat as a pussy. And so you might have sex with someone's Thrussy, which really means that they're giving you neck. They're giving you brain, they're giving you head. They're sucking your dick. So that's what Thrussy is. Okay. And of course, the queer community has to stop. Language should be taken away from queer people, I think.
Yeah. So what someone posted was they want to add Thrussy used in jest and delete Thrussy used sincerely.
Oh, okay. Well, I would delete both. I would absolutely delete both. This person says, delete the Pope shaming people for not having kids.
Bring back this or that. The Pope should be shaming us for a lot of stuff.
The Pope, that's the Catholic Church's role. And in terms of bringing back this or that,
that's his job.
I think the Pope would love to see this or that.
Really good combining of worlds. That was really powerful. That was the third beat, if I may.
Well, that's the kind of creativity you have to have when you're on a 30-second delay with the person you're recording a podcast with. You have to be able to tie up loose ends in such a way. And again, this comes back to the level at which we are podcasting, right? Is so far beyond our peers and contemporaries. And I think that was a good example of it, Shelby.
Someone said delete a cappella singing that is too earnest, and I have to say disagree. That is one of the funniest things that exists. It is one of the funny. There is nothing funnier than pentatonics,
I unironically love pentatonics. They have some fucking bangers. Their Hallelujah is so good, it's insane.
Of course they do. They're so talented. It is objectively funny. The talent sort of falls by the wayside by just how funny it is to be doing a cappella.
This person said delete Caleb being a bully to Shelby. What are you guys talking about? Shelby gives as good as she gets. There are like 3 people that are big
I know that's right.
That say
I
this
give
kind of
as
thing
good
constantly.
as I get. I know that's right.
I don't understand these 3 people who keep trying to push this narrative. I will bully you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna at you. I'm gonna at you on the story. I'm gonna out you. Stop.
Can I say I think the Pope's job is to shame people, period. And the Pope's job also is to keep Catholicism alive. And if we don't have kids, that dies out, right?
Yeah, and you're Catholic, so I think that we should listen to you on this. Deeply. You're Catholic. Deeply Catholic. Yeah.
I know the rules of it and everything.
I actually had a crazy weekend with the Pope in Tucson.
Say more.
we went to a gay bar and he was dancing with me. We went together and he was like, I'm not gay, but I don't mind going. It'll be fun. And I was like, okay, well, you are going to get hit on, so if that makes you uncomfortable at all. And he was like, no, it's fine. And he wore plain clothes. He didn't wear the stuff. But he danced with me. We did a little bit of coke, not too much, but just enough so you feel right. And yeah, we rode scooters. We rode scooters home, and it was really fun. We didn't do anything, but there was like we could
attention. Yeah.
We slept in the same bed.
Sounds like
nothing happened.
Platonically. Well, not platonically, but without action.
Yeah, we slept in the same bed, and there was definitely some like, like big, like there was something like big, like he would like yawn really big, and like his arm would end up on my chest or something, and I was like, now we're gonna hook up, but I just got too scared to make the move, and I think he was shy. So
yeah, well, I think, and just to give yourself a little credit, I think it's really intimidating to know that that's who it is next to you in a way.
Yeah, and he also is a bottom. So I don't know, like what sometimes bottoms are a little more apprehensive their first time. So it's like, I don't, it's hard. It's hard for people who are just coming out as bottoms.
Yeah.
The Pope is a bottom.
That makes sense to me, the Pope being a bottom. It would actually shock me for him to be anything else.
Anything else? It would shock, of all the other options, it would shock me if he was anything but a bottom.
Someone said they wanted to add the Denver International Airport conspiracies, and I do forget some of the details of that, but I remember when I first read about it, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Do you know about any of that?
No, what is this?
So, hold on. There's like a whole thing about it. Beep, beep, beep. We are cutting this part where I Google it. Yeah. Oh, or we're not, because it sounded so good.
Oh, I think we can. Oh, that was the bullying thing.
Wait.
That was the bullying thing.
Okay, wait. First of all, on the Fly Denver website, they have something about their conspiracies on there, but it's like trying to like myth bust them, which to me makes it seem more realistic that they're real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for them to be like, we heard and we gotta do some damage control.
Yeah, why is Denver Airport addressing the haters? I don't like that.
Yeah, Denver Airport, keep your mouth shut. They believe like there's stuff about like secret societies and underground bunkers and like tunnels and stuff. There like is a tunnel under the airport. I guess someone like found in like the ground plans. I don't know all the details of it, but what I do know is this: there's something funky going on with the Denver Airport. And Denver Airport said, "Look away." Not us.
Look elsewhere, please. Now,
please, anywhere else.
Somebody said delete when you find out via Instagram story that your crush is in a new relationship. Fuck, I really felt that. That's really deep.
Yeah, that hurts in a big way.
Because you can just find out that your crush is in a new relationship from Instagram stories.
Can I tell you something funny about this Denver Airport post?
Yeah, I wish you would.
One of the conspiracies is just because they do like a headline and then what the conspiracy is and the reality. So the headline of this one is Denver gargoyles are sinister. Conspiracy: the gargoyles are evil and point to all indications of a new world order. Reality: the gargoyles at Denver love our passengers.
Please. No. Who okayed this?
Hold on a second. Gargoyles are domesticated in a lot of countries.
Now, hold on. We love the gargoyles. The gargoyles are familia.
It's genuinely funny to me that they would just be like, no, hold on a second. They like the travelers.
Right, like again, why are we playing like child's games with this? Like, why is Denver Airport getting involved with the trolls? It doesn't make any sense.
This one is Mustang, a beautiful statue, is cursed. And then the reality says, he's big, he's blue, he's a sculpture.
Folks, have you ever seen something big and blue be cursed? Get a fucking grip.
It's a sculpture, babe.
In your dreams. In your dreams is he cursed.
It's a sculpture. And you can take that home to mama.
You can take that. He's big, he's blue, he's a sculpture, and you can take that home to mama.
Now, I was talking about something that was big, blue, and a sculpture the other day. You know who else was big, blue, and a sculpture? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Someone said, deleting when you sleep in your AirPods and you get a scab in your ear. What? Is that happening? What's going on? Ew.
My ears don't scab for that. I will say, if they were to have changed that, if I may suggest an edit, to, and your ears feel a little sore, I'd be like, absolutely.
For
My
sure.
ears get sore anytime I wear earbuds.
For sure.
Scab? What's happening between your ear and the AirPod in the night?
Scab. I don't know
You
about
gotta get
scab.
one of those snore apps.
I don't know about scab, baby girl. Wait, did this person
Add
more?
celeb Instagram posts from the first month of COVID. Correct.
Yeah, they were acting up. They didn't know what to do. They couldn't go to events.
There was something so funny about someone being like, having to spend time here and like feeling like one of you all, and it was like them in a gorgeous garden, bigger than I could ever imagine.
Right. They're like posting and they're like, ugh, we're all going through it right now, and they're sitting in like their $13 million home. It's like, you're not going through much, babe. You're doing fine.
Their garden that will sustain them with food for the rest of their life that they don't maintain. They're like, ugh. Tough to get into a grocery store, huh? It's like, you don't need one. Shut up. Deleting baby onesies with sex jokes on them. And this is, I want to delete all baby memorabilia that's like weirdly sexualizes the kid. Being like, do you know what I'm talking about? The ones that'll be like, ladies man. And you're like,
oh yeah.
Stop.
I mean, what is that? What is that? My baby's gonna fuck. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about?
And why? And also, in that same vein, there's like the ones that'll be like, daddy's little accident. And it's like, why are we putting the kid in that onesie?
Newsflash, your kid's gay. First of all. Daddy's little lady killer. Get a grip. Your kid's gay. I can tell by looking at its hair. They always have the softest hair. Babies, all babies are gay. They might cosplay as straight people later in life, but all babies are gay.
What am I thinking of? It's
a baby.
Hold on. Okay, not once again. Me sounding gorgeous. Wasn't it Tien? Tien had a song on main stage about your baby being gay.
Really?
Tien Tran?
I know the Tien you're talking about. I've never heard this song. I don't know if I saw her main stage.
Oh. Never mind. Ignore that.
Please let me take that back. I would do anything to take that back.
This is something I do have to disagree with. Delete Yelp restaurant reviews. Incorrect.
No, they help so much.
They help so much, and when they don't help, they're hilarious.
And when people provide pictures, that's actually really powerful. When people are like, had the buffalo chicken tenders picture, and then it's like a picture of them. It's like, now I know what they look like. That's really helpful.
Also, I would call you a lightly picky eater, not a particularly picky eater, but you do have, if you have a favorite type of food, you specifically will be like, I want it to be breaded this way. I want it to be sauced this way. Like, you have it in your head of what you would want to order if you're going to get it. So it's like, if you could see it and know that you're not going to be disappointed by having like what you thought was going to be one of your favorite foods, and it's like, not that.
No, I need to know. I also will say, someone said, add the feeling of getting into bed with just washed and still warm sheets. That happened to me a couple nights ago, and I was so moved by it. I just really, really wanted to post online about how nice of a time I was having. And then I remembered that's the most fucking boring thing imaginable. And I didn't, but I really felt constrained in that moment. Like I was being mean to myself that I couldn't post, that I just was feeling cozy.
It would have been cute.
It would have been so cute.
Me just being Earnest. Me just being Earnest. That would have been
You
a
would've
really cute
loved it.
pose. Add getting surprised mail from a friend. Correct. Getting a letter in the mail hits. It hits different. A text could never. A call could never. A FaceTime could never.
Most things could never. It's just because it's old fashioned and you don't see it coming.
I started following an account on Instagram recently that was old letters from the past. And it's really interesting.
How so? Speak on that, Shelby.
One of the most boring things I've ever said. It's just interesting. Let me find it. Letters of note. And it's history's most fascinating letters. And it's like they just transcribe them, but it'll be like today they posted one that was a letter to Boris Johnson's father from Martin Hammond. And it was him being like, there's something wrong with this guy. And it's like, yeah. And that was in 1982.
I love that. Oh, what is that? What is that thing I love? The diary. Whose diary was it that said like there was some guy who had a diary that wrote a long time ago and it was like viral for a little bit and it was like went to a party this evening, fell in love, got too drunk, bought a horse which I don't need. You know you know the one I'm talking about?
I don't, but I love it.
I'm going to find the exact one real quick. Okay, Tolstoy, January 25th, 1851. Leo Tolstoy wrote in his journal, I've fallen in love or imagine that I have. Went to a party and lost my head. Bought a horse which I don't need at all. To buy a horse which you don't need at all is so iconic.
Also like, gotta be hard to acquire one. I've never fallen into a situation where I could accidentally wake up with a horse.
Yeah, and also to fall in love, or at least think you have, and then buy a horse you don't need. It's all very adding up to me. The math is all there.
Yeah, there's so many fun notes on this little thing. I think people should watch it, read it, look at it, whatever. What else did people put on the records? I gotta say, our friend Lou released a song today. I'll add it to the records. Why not? Did you listen to it? It's so good.
I did. It's so good. Lou is so good.
Lou is so good. I would add it to the records, guys. Go stream it.
Go stream it right now. Stream all of our friends' music and actually support all of our friends in all their endeavors. We're really generous like that. We're not scared to say that kind of stuff.
We will give them their free clout for those girlies.
Those girlies can have their free clout because they're the girlies.
Caleb, we're coming to the end of our little time here. Do you want to tell people what they can what's coming down the pipeline for the old little freaks?
Thank you so much, Shelby. Little Freaks, we have got an exciting new era of keeping records for you. This is again a level of podcasting that so many people will attempt and so few will achieve. And what you guys are going to see in the coming months is video. You're going to see, we're going to be putting out video. You're going to see iconic guests, which we've already been doing, but we're going to do even more of that. And you're going to see, what you're really going to see, I think, is Shelby and I making sense of the world for you on your behalf. That we're trying to do more of that. We really want you guys to understand, because a lot of the podcast is, it's gay jokes, it's sloppy gay mess thrown into a trough for the little freaks. But what we want to do more of is making sense of the world for you guys. So, tell us what you're going through. Send us your problems. Send us what you're thinking about, the movies you love, the songs you hate. Because we're really going to try to do an even better job, if possible. And it might not be, but we're really going to try to do more sense making for you guys, because the world has so little sense right now. Isn't that right, Shelb?
Exactly. In this crazy little mixed up world, we're going to bring a little bit of peace.
Exactly.
And exactly you can take that to Mama.
To Mama's house. Wait. You can take that home to Mama. That's what it is.
Yeah. And you can take
that
home to Mama.
Home to Mama. Oh my God.
There's something funny about saying it with absolutely no attitude. And you can take that home to Mama.
You can take that home to Mama. And you can take that home. It's like your it's on a list of things you can do. Yeah, and then after, if you could just grab that stuff for me, and then you can take that home to Mama.
Oh shit! I forgot to take that home to Mama.
Oh fuck! Hey, if anybody has time, guys, listen up really quick. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. If anybody has time this week, could you guys take this home to Mama? Please. Thank you, guys.
God, I've been meaning to do this for weeks, and it keeps falling off my list. It keeps, it's the last thing on my list every day. So if anyone else could maybe take this on and take this home to Mama, that would be really awesome.
Oh my God, Shelby, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I love you.
Okay, wait. Last thing for the freaks. Spotify lets you rate this podcast now. So give it 5 stars for the Christ's sake.
And don't forget to leave us Apple reviews, because we read those suckers.
We really read them, and we really like them, and we text them to each other. So if you want to be a part of this little friendship, go ahead and send us something to send to each other. We run out of things to say. We need your reviews to talk to each other.
Please review the podcast. Shelby and I have nothing left to talk about. Our friendship is on E. Okay? Because I bully Shelby too much.
Please, I'm begging. I want Caleb in my life forever, and ideally. But until we get more reviews, it seems like maybe it'll fall by the wayside.
We have nothing to talk about if you guys don't review the pod. Headgum's threatening us. By the way.
You should see the package that showed up at my door. You should see the package showed up at my door.
They said if we don't get more Apple reviews that specifically say Caleb and Shelby are hot and have sexy chemistry, they said we have to have sexy chemistry. If you guys don't say that, they said that they're not going to cancel us. They're just going to be really cold to us.
Yeah, weirdly, they just sent me a thumbs down sticker in the mail. That's what they said. That's what they sent me.
That's sick. That's a different level.
And you're thinking, couldn't it have been a thumbs up? Could you have not just hold it upside down? No. They said there was a letter that said
it was
this
designed
is
in such a way. Right. Okay, love you, Shelby. Bye.
Love you, Caleb. Bye.
Love you, Shelby. Bye.
Love you, Caleb. Bye.
Shelby.
Yeah?
Love you. Bye.
That was a HeadGum original.